Hello again. I am Stephanie Priest, the owner and CEO at Ignite Fitness and Kickboxing and the Ignite Method. And today I wanted to share some things with you. I just left the gym, I got my pump on, so I'm feeling all kinds of awesome. And we've helped thousands of people build sustainable lifestyles and to be able not just to get to the other side of their fitness journey, but to also learn how to do that from a sustainable way. And today I wanted to share with you information about calorie discipline and what that means long term and how it is that you can actually increase your calories over time and not just continue to get to your goal, but to completely crush your goal on the other side. I've shared this with you before that I very much believe that calorie restriction or calorie deficit is absolutely a space for you that you can lose weight in, right? We understand that in order to be able to lose pounds, that we have to have some type of calorie deficit. And there are a couple of different ways that we can do that. One of those ways is to completely decrease the calorie consumption that you have. You can also do that through a macro plan. You can also do that by increasing your activity levels. So there are multiple different ways to skin this cat, right? And oftentimes people get hung up on calorie deficit. And let me be really honest with you. Calorie deficit is absolutely a way to go. However, let's be really clear about it. It is not something that is sustainable for your body for a significant period of time. There are negative health effects to it. It's important to have a coach who understands calorie deficit, who understands what it is that your goals are and why it is that you're actually trying to get there. So I would like to ask the question, and if you're listening to this, then you're obviously interested in understanding nutrition plans, unreasonable calorie deficits, and reasonable calorie deficits. So how many of you out there have actually had a super low calorie and cut really, 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 really low in order to be able to meet your goal to lose weight? I have, we all have, right? That's part of a very low level, entry level understanding of nutrition is calorie deficit. But let me tell you that from a long-term lifestyle sustainability perspective, calorie deficit isn't necessarily the way to go, right? When you have a coach who is guiding you along that path, understands where it is that you're headed on that particular path, then they can help you understand when you need to be in calorie deficit and, quite frankly, when you need to lift those calories. If you're a yo-yo dieter, and there are lots of us in the past that have been yo-yo dieters, if you're one of those individuals who deprives yourself, if you're one of those individuals who, quite frankly, doesn't eat all day long, and there are lots of humans out there that don't do that, right? Not necessarily from a calorie deficit perspective, but from the perspective of really just, quite frankly, not making themselves a priority and not putting their needs nutritionally ahead of everyone else's needs around them, right? If you are one of those people, sometimes you might actually see an increase on the scale as opposed to a decrease. For those of you who know me, you recognize that the number on the scale means absolutely nothing to me. I'm all about body composition. I'm all about making certain that we have lots and lots of muscle in our body because I believe in the circular way that that works. The more muscle that you have, the more fat that you burn and all that good stuff. But also, if you're constantly in a state of calorie deprivation, and you would need to understand your BMR and you would need to understand your activity levels, but if you're in a constant state of calorie deprivation, you might notice that you're inflamed. You might notice that you are binging. You might notice that there's a little bit of depression. You might notice that there's maybe some weight gain. You might notice that your metabolism has slowed way, way, way down, like turtle creeping, maybe not even turtle, like sloth-ish. Right? So I would urge you to find a coach wherever it is that it makes sense for you, whether that's at Ignite or whether that's somewhere else, because this is something that we can absolutely change, right? From a calorie perspective, I eat an inordinate amount of carbohydrates and inordinate amount of protein every day. And I also get tons and tons of fats. And sometimes those can all be interchangeable as long as there's consistency within what it is that I'm doing and I understand what my goal is. And my goal and my journey might be very, very, very different than what your goal and your journey is. So I'll say again what I've said many, many, many times. Make certain that you understand what your goal is. Make certain that you understand what it is that you're consuming. So that way, when you sit down with a coach, they can actually help you get to where it is that you want to go. So this would be my recommendation for you. If you are in a very low calorie restriction deficit at this point, and you have been on one for an extended period of time, then consider increasing your caloric intake over a slow period, right? So I would say, we'll go with a number of 500 calories, right? Don't do this overnight, because if you do that overnight, your body cannot absorb that change. What your body can absorb is increasing calories over a period of 4 to 5 to 6 weeks, right? So if you're looking for a 500 calorie increase and you're still maintaining a reasonable level of activity, over that period of time, you would do roughly 100 calories 1 week, see how your body adjusts to it. 100 calories the next week, see how your body adjusts to it. 100 calories the next week, see how your body adjusts to it. So this is what I'll tell you. I can understand that nutrition is very confusing. There are lots of different layers of it. I understand that it can be daunting and overwhelming, but this is what I will tell you. There is absolute science behind this, and you just need to understand where you are, and then have someone to meet you where it is that you're going, right? Have someone to powerfully meet you and help you get to the other side of it. If you choose that to be Ignite, that's awesome. If you choose that to be someone else, that's awesome. Really, what I want is for you to be able to find something that is sustainable, something that is lifestyle oriented for you, and something that helps you get a little bit better every single day. Because that's what it is about, right? We get one shot to do this thing called life, so jump right on it. Have an amazing day. If you liked this content, make certain that you click the like button, make certain that you smash that subscribe button, so that way you get more and more content. We're super excited. Our mission is to serve as many people as we possibly can and to help them find sustainable lifestyles to get to where it is that they're going, to get to the other side. Best of luck today, and have an amazing, amazing, amazing day.